All right, Robert, good morning again. Today is our last session, but I know it's not going to be the last time. If you've been here throughout our for the whole series, thank you so much for your commitment. I hope that you take everything that we discussed in the past four sessions and put into your plan, and from just building a search engine friendly or just leverage all the Google tool that Robert have been kindly sharing us how to do it, where to do it. And today, of course, wrap up. We want to dive deep into the how to increase your sale with Google too and really promote your products, the maximizing sale just in time for this holiday seasons. Again, the Black Friday has been out since October. So hopefully if you're selling something, your product is on the display somewhere, I hope you're making the right move. Without further ado, I'm going to leave some time for Q&A at the end just in case. I'm going to turn over to Robert.
Suprani, I appreciate everything you've done for our community, our entrepreneurs. I'm sure they appreciate you. I love your energy. It's very contagious. I'm looking off because I have another monitor here, but I'll come back here. I was looking at the presentation today. But today is very special because it's the last session of this particular workshop, but that doesn't mean we're going to be leaving you all behind. We're here as a community to help you and help you grow and scale. So very excited to chat with you guys today about how to use the tools that we presented, specifically AI tools to grow revenue. This is one of my favorite workshops simply because it is so practical in nature. It really, really helps you get an idea of how to increase your sales using Google. And we have some really cool tools for you guys to present. With that, I'm going to present my screen and then we could get started. If you guys want to drop in the chat a little bit about yourself, your company, and what you hope to get out of this session, that would be great. All right, let me just present my screen. There we are. All right. Okay, so you guys know me by now, Roberto Martinez. You call me Rob and Robert. There's my email if you have any questions, robertomar@google.com. Love to hear about your journey as an entrepreneur. I'm also an entrepreneur. I have a marketing agency software company, and we're here to help you grow and scale. If you want to follow me on my socials, really exciting. Our team, especially the team, social media team, with Leovi, doing a great work, creating some really engaging reels around very variations of Google tools that are free for you. I don't know if you guys know this, but Gemini 3 just dropped yesterday. So it's the latest and greatest Gemini tool out there. I've seen some people do some really amazing things with it, and there's other stuff. So if you want to learn the greatest and latest tools, follow us on our socials to learn about those AI tools that Google is rolling out every week. Uh, I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of these tools is really great for social media. So if you're interested, feel free to follow us on our social. Okay, with that, let's get right into it, guys. I know some of you guys are dropping in the chat already some information about you guys. We have Charlene, a Seaborn Canvas, a flag manufacturer. Oh, salute the flag. I love that. April, engineering firm growing into integrated facility management services. I love that, April. I think there's definitely a space for that value add. Warrior Richardson's owner of the Mark Animation Studios. That is so important. Especially nowadays, people want these amazing immersive experiences. So appreciate you, Warrior Richardson, for being here with us. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about Google Business Profile. Let's get into how you can grow your business with that and use the Google Profile. Then we'll talk about your products. Hopefully, some of us have product-based services. We're going to dive into what that looks like if you want to leverage your product. And I just want to confirm with Leo, with this workshop is all around how to grow your sales using Google tools and setting yourself up for success. And so let's just take a show of hands. Press one if you're a brick and mortar, or press two if you're e-commerce. I think some of us are brick and mortar. I've seen that in the chat. Warrior Richardson, you're definitely a one. Charlene, you're definitely a one. April, hopefully, oh, you're a two. I like that. A little bit of both. April's as a one as well. Um, but you know what? It doesn't mean you can't be a two, and two does not mean you can't be a one. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And so what I want you to do is list three things right now on chat or in the document of what you want your customers to know about your business. So just drop it in the chat if you want to. Great way to network and socialize. You never know who's in the room. You never know who might want to use your service or your product. So definitely drop it in the chat or write it out of what you want folks to know about your specific business. Okay. So yes, consulting is super important, especially as new buildings are going up, engineering, development, Olympics, big, big deal. And so we definitely want to raise the flag there. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about unique, Afrocentric, local, and great service. I love that. Let's talk a little bit about your Google business profile. We love to highlight other businesses like yours and woodwork throwback, right? They do amazing. They refurbish products. So they'll take an existing desk, a door, furniture, and refurbish it. And it's just really, really cool, really, really innovative stuff that they're doing there out of Michigan. And so this is ways that we can think about how to promote our product. And I'm going to go a little bit off script because this is our last session. So I want to show you how to go about doing this. Okay. So obviously, press one if you got Google Business Profile. That's one of the first sessions that Pranny and I ran. So I want to make sure everyone has a Google Business Profile. Charlene won, April won. I appreciate y'all. I don't want to mispronounce Roberts Palmer, so I'll just say Roberts Palmer has a one. So we all know that. Great. How do we use that? I'll give you guys a quick hint. There's so many businesses that are making their leads through Google Business Profile. There's whole industries that prop up based on monetizing your Google Business Profile. Aaliyah, oh, that's easy enough. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. You know what? I'm a homer sometimes, so I do appreciate you spelling it out for me. And so, what does that mean? That means that local customers are looking for you. And we've seen a huge rise since the pandemic of folks searching for near me, in stock, near me, close by me. These phrasing and words allow customers to find us. And so we've seen a growth of over 90% year over year for those terms. So we want to make sure we optimize that Google business profile. And nowadays, for those of us who use Gemini, Gemini is our multimodal AI tool that runs on top of almost all solutions that Google provides. And when it comes to your Google business profile, it is not an exception. So as you're thinking about this and you're thinking about the how do I optimize my business profile, Gemini is running already on top of it and can scrape information, give you recommendations as you're building out your profile. We're improving your profile. Now, first and foremost, most of us has the profile, so we don't really need it. But I want to take a little deeper dive into this section, which is your profile and how it currently looks and your capability of editing and amending that profile to drive more engagement, drive more results. It's one of the things that we always do in our own company. So it's important for us to do that and recommend for you guys to do that. And so first things first, you have to be signed in. You want to go into your business profile and edit. If you want, for those of us who are thinking of a new year, new me and want to change our name, we can definitely do that. The category is extremely important and the description. Why is this? Because we want to understand what prospective customers are looking for when they're looking for an engineering consultant, where they're looking for an animation studio, when they're looking for a flag manufacturer. They want to think, we want them to think about this, but we also want to know what words and phrases they're typing on the search engine so they could find us. And as we're thinking through this, we want to incorporate that into our Google business profile. And we want to incorporate attributions because we want to work with our neighbors. And if we can work with our neighbors and service our neighbors, it creates a goodwill effect and it has a ripple effect across our community. So as we're thinking about this, we want to make sure we're building that convenience and we're informing 90% of prospective customers that go and look for your services or your products are looking to know if your restaurant, if your store is actually open. You'll be surprised, you know, globally, year over year, the most important thing is hours of operation. So we want to make sure we're incorporating that piece. And so we want to update those hours, especially now as we're going into the holiday season. Now, there's a lot of functionality within that Google business profile that most people don't know. And I want to kind of walk you through this, not just hours of operation, but also the content. You can build content. You can talk about discounts. Black Friday, Cyber Monday's coming up. I don't know if y'all are taking advantage of that. I sure am. Within our agency, we would definitely want to do that and take advantage of that. So how the heck do we do this? Well, there's a section within the Google Business Profile where you can do updates, where you can provide discounts and promotions. So how do we go about doing that? Well, we go to the update section within our profile and submit information to talk about that. How do we go about doing that? We go on the post section, we click update, and we can do an update, an offer, or an event. If you guys are going to receptions, if you guys are hosting a reception, all great opportunities to promote out your business. So many people say, Rob, what is the point of this? This is crazy. I don't think there's much value. And I'll tell you guys right now, there are businesses that dedicate themselves to just doing this one piece and the driving revenue. And so, as you're thinking about this and as you're thinking what you can think about the experience that customers are doing. And one of the things that they're looking for is reviewing your business. And so, as you're thinking about what should I leverage and how should I leverage this particular business profile, there's a lot there for you. I highly recommend give yourself 1 hour, just 1 hour to go into your Google business profile, update the information. And we're going to do a live demo right now of how to go about doing that. So we definitely want reviews. We definitely want posts. We definitely want to update our coverage area. We definitely want to update the imaging area. And nowadays, there is no excuse for you not to do that. And so reviews are the lifeblood of this type of tool. So we want to make sure we keep increasing those reviews. We keep networking. We keep asking our clients to leave reviews for us because the more reviews, the more trust. There's a halo effect. It builds trust because people might not know you, but they want to work with you. And I always say, a review will never win you a client, but it'll definitely lose you a client. So you want to make sure you're responding to those negative reviews as well. And pro tip, we all know this, not that the customer is always right, but we have to be polite and responsive to those customers. And we want to make sure we thank them for working with us and helping us. So let me just demo this for you very quickly. So we're here. I'm going to go to Braven Agency, which is the company. And what we're seeing here is our profile. So we see this profile. Okay, so let's talk about what we just went through in the deck, right? What did we just talk about? Okay, the first thing is edit the profile in case we want to change our names. We do not want to change our names. What are we? A marketing agency and internet marketing services. You can add more categories here. I could add social media. Is it? Yeah, social media. Or I could add content creation. Or I could add video with video and uh, audio or photo or photography. So for now, I'm just going to add social media. I'm doing this with you guys, social media. And I'm going to add that content creation. And so I'm going to save that. Oh, it didn't pop up. So social media, social services, social media. How about advertising? There it is. Boom. Advertising agency. Great. Saved. I just updated that word. So think about it like this. If a customer is searching for advertising agency, our company is more likely to pop up because we changed the category. Here's the description. It's decent. Here's what I told you, AI, right? So we talked about AI. We talked about Gemini is running on top of your business profile now. I want to see a suggestion. So here's the suggestion for them. Oh, this is great. See more. Oh, I love it. I'm going to use it. So now I updated that profile, leading providing innovative marketing, social media, and uh, SEO and advertising solutions. Beautiful. Save. Okay, so we now updated that. It's pending approval. Phone numbers, chat function. We can add a chat function. Here's our website. We added our social media, and here's our location. Now, this is a very important piece, guys. Coverage area, service area. We can list different cities. We can add certain cities and we can add as many as we want. Okay. Hours of operation, all good stuff. All right, I think I'm done here, right? There's no more that I want to update. Okay. All right. So now let's think about this. We talked about photography. People want to know we exist and we're real. So we created certain images here and certain videos, and we can update them as we see fit, and we could add more or less to definitely get people to engage with us. Now we can see the performance. How is our website doing? If you guys get a lot of calls, we see here 29 calls in the past couple months. Bookings, directions, website clicks, all useful information to help us understand what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. Now, the thing that you guys who sell product, you can add products here, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the presentation. And you could add the services, really important piece here. Look how many services we currently have in this section. Just a slew of services. And so we can add these things here that allows us to pop up organically within the search engine. The other two that I want to talk about is posts. So right here, we can add different posts and publish them to gather and drive engagement. All good things. And then reviews, obviously, here are the review section. We definitely want to use this to drive and drum up more reviews for our clients. All right, let me pause there and see if anyone has any questions about this. You see how even myself, I literally just used Gemini to improve my description. But we can start looking into our Google business profile and updating it accordingly. Remember, we talked about hours of operation, all good things, helps me understand how we're doing and if we're doing great or we're not doing great, how we improve on it, and how we can keep driving engagement. All right. Any questions there? While I take a drink of this coffee. Okay, great. No problemo. Let's go back to what about for Amazon? Margarita, great question. Amazon has a whole other platform that allows you to list your products. Unfortunately, we cannot cover Amazon in this particular conversation because it's essentially focused on Google. But that doesn't mean I cannot help you with that, as we have certain partners within the Black Business Accelerator within Amazon. And we could definitely follow up with you if you have that question offline. Um, an anonymous attendee says, will all these sessions be available? Yes, we are recording this. You can reach out to Soprani. And another individual says, one client told me not to use link for Yelp as a, okay, great question. Again, outside the scope of the specific focus with Google, but after the session, we can definitely address your Yelp questions in case you have any doubt. Any other questions? Before I move on, I want to make sure I address any questions. But you could see, I myself do this for a living. I could use and update the different functionality within the business profile to drive more engagement, to drive more traffic to my website. No questions? All right, great. I'll keep it moving then. So I showed you that section within Google Business Profile where you could add products. I think I want to say it was our friend here. Who was it? It was definitely April. No, it wasn't April. Excuse me. It was Charlene, the flag manufacturer. You can add flags into your Google business profile, variation of flags, style of flags, whatever it is that you're selling in the Google business profile. And you can even drive customers if they click on that to your website or directly to purchase that product, which is really cool. And you saw that section when I opened up the business profile that you can go under product section and get started. Huge opportunity there for folks who have products. Now, you can list services, and you saw that example of services, but you can also list products. We definitely want to do that. As a matter of fact, I think we just launched a new service that's technically considered a product, and we'll definitely list it. I want to see how that would work. We have this business assessment tool, so you can incorporate services as a product into this listing. Okay, for those of us who do have products, we can incorporate what's called Pointy, which is our third-party application that allows us to provide in-store products for Google. And it's not necessarily a POS system, but it's a tool that allows you as a business owner to incorporate your SKU to make sure that people can identify your product and buy it directly. I know that's a really cool tool that you can incorporate within your business profile if you want to. So how does this work? You connect Pointy to your POS system, scan products, and they appear on your Google business profile. So it automatically uh, connects your product base, if they have QR codes, into your business profile. And now allow you to surface on Google Search, Google Maps, and even shopping. So within the Google business profile, some of us might not know this, but within the Google business profile, there's the ability to literally connect your products on shopping, on imaging. And so customers can find your product within those other sections if you list them, which is a great way to drive more engagement. Okay, things to consider if you are using Pointly, you have to have a physical store folks can visit, and your product must carry a UPC EAN barcode so that we can register you guys. Pretty straightforward, guys. Nothing too crazy here. So, what is next steps for us? Spend that 1 hour. It took me 5 minutes to do it, but you guys could spend that 1 hour thinking through it. I would highly recommend thinking about what the next couple months look like, November, December, for your business and incorporating maybe posts, maybe discounts, maybe free. One of the things I'm going to walk away with is talk to our partners here and our network and also our team to create a post for free business assessments. So I'm going to take my own advice and do that. I want you guys to do that to see if any revenue is driven as a result. Okay, now let's talk about listing your products if you do have products. How do we go about doing that? Well, there's a free tool out there that's called Google Merchant Center. How many of us who have products have used Google Merchant Center? No one. No kidding. That's great news. This is a free product. And what does it allow you to do? It allows you to upload all your product offerings in one space, and products info may be eligible for free searches on the Google search engine. What does this mean? If your folks are searching for flags, your flags could pop up without you even advertising, which is exactly what we want. We want what we call organic traffic to our website. Uh, and that allows folks to see the product, say, yes, I want this, and connect to your website, connect to your storefront. And that allows you to receive free traffic and potentially a free sell without you even having to advertise, which is exactly what we want to see. And how it looks like is within the shopping tab with it. So let me just go back here. And let's say we're shopping for sweaters. Let's say winter coat for men. All right, so here's shopping. And so we have all these images of all these different products, right? And so if you are a clothesline and you want to sell your products, you could potentially connect Google Merchant Center, upload your products, and they'll populate here on the shopping section of Google Shop, see? And it's completely free. It doesn't cost you a dime, which is really great. Like it's exactly what you want. You want folks to see it, to click on it, and to send them to your store. So as you're thinking through how to sell let's see, I'm wondering, just curious, flags of the world. Okay, so now we can buy these. And this, if we click on this, will send us to where? To an actual website to drive folks to buy from us. And you could list your products there if you wanted to drive folks to your website. Well, that's exactly what this particular tool allows you to do. And say they populate on Google images, Google Shopping, and allows customers to find you. How do we use Google Merchant Center? Straightforward, guys. Uh, yes, I'm happy to hear that, April. An easy action item for you to take on. And so what do? You need an email account, you upload your products, and they show up across Google. And that's what we want. Oh, a sustainable slow fashion designer and domestic manufacturer. So this is a game changer. We definitely want you to leverage this, Stella. And it's a free tool. Now, keep in mind, some folks use the Google Merchant Center as an ad platform because you can Google will tell you this is how many folks saw your image, this is how many folks clicked on your image. And now that allows you to prospectively sell a ton of product. So we definitely want you to do that within your Google Business Merchant Center. You can choose where the customer checks out. You can have them go directly to your website. You can have them go directly to your storefront and ask them to go visit you, or you could say buy on Google. And very important, this is only available within Google. There might be a fee, but Google does not take that fee. It might be because there's a cost for using that POS system. There's a cost for using some folks in the industry are leveraging um, different websites like let's just say Shopify, and Shopify charges you a certain percentage per sale. And that's what Google wants to make a differentiation. Hey, we're not the one charging you. Just know that if you do buy from this website and you do click on this, there might be a charge. They just want to be upfront and transparent to the customer base that's clicking on that ad. And so as you're uploading your products, there's two different ways to do it. One is by individually uploading each one of your products. Two is a multiple upload when you create an Excel sheet. You list all the different products in that Excel sheet in this formatted manner, and then bulk uploads your product. So showing guidelines, obviously your website has to be secure. You have to have a return policy, and the product has to be available for direct purchase. This is to combat against drop shipping. They don't want to create a negative experience for the customer where you're advertising without having the product. And so this is to combat that component. But again, great way for customers to potentially find your product. Any questions there? All right, we're going to keep moving and grooving. So setting yourself up for success, what does this look like? So we talked about leveraging Google Business Profile. We talked about leveraging Google Merchant Center. Now more than ever, we need to incorporate aspects of our story on social, on YouTube Shorts, on your business profile so people can see that you're an actual business. There's a human behind the brand, and it's important to engage and see the value that there is. So, what does that mean? We want to make the process easy as possible for our prospective customer to fill out and to check out. So, this is recommendations for businesses who do have a brick and mortar store. We want to enable the digital wallet and let online businesses be able to buy immediately. So when you grab your phone, you can check out of the store very easily and very quickly by a couple press of the button. So we automatically incorporate that within your Google Merchant Center, but we're asking you to be able to do that within your website. If you want to think about the customer experience, we want you to be what we call mobile first. So we definitely want you to go to your website and think about the customer experience as you're looking through your website of how your customer perspectively experiences your website. And so look on your phone of how your business pops up to see if it makes sense or not, and if it's intuitive or not. A lot of clients are like, "Oh, I my website's great," and then I go to the website on my phone and it's not the best. So definitely something that you can improve to help you create an engaging experience with your website. All right, let me pause there and see if there's any questions or comments. No questions and comments? All right. So let's talk a little bit and do a little refresh of what we discussed today. This is a very straightforward presentation. So update your business profile with information and posts. We talked about that. We saw that Gemini is already running on top of your Google business profile. So we definitely want to do that. We definitely want to get in there change some service offerings, improve the description, and always think about what folks are typing. And so one of the cool tools that I'm going to drop here is Google Trends. How many have heard of Google Trends? Press one if you've heard of Google Trends, press two if you haven't heard of Google Trends. So Google Trends, what, two, two, one. Okay, great. So some of us having us, some of us haven't. So Google Trends is a great way to better understand what's trending right now within your city, within your state, within your country. And it also gives you a bunch of great ideas of like what we should be advertising for your business. But what's more important here, and what I want you to walk away with, is to clearly understand what words and phrases you should be using because it's popular on search. So let's just take a look at what's trending right now. So Clay Higgins, Jazz versus Lakers, and this gives you a breakdown of what people are searching for right now. And so what we can do is we can dive a little bit deeper. Let's talk about my current location. And let's do this. Let's do California because I want to see. And this is what's showing up. Useful, sort of, not really. But let's go back to home and let's look at, let's say I'm thinking about what's a better use of word. There was three words that my service provide, the services that I listed. One was marketing agency. The other was advertising agency. So who thinks marketing agency is more popular than advertising agency? Okay, so we see here marketing agency is way more popular than advertising, but we can take a deeper dive and look at California. And so within California, I'll show what's more popular. And we can see here marketing agency. Let's look social media marketing. Let's see which is more popular. Oh, they're about the same. Depends on where you're at. But this helps you better understand internet marketing agency. Wow, let's look at that. Internet marketing agency. Mm, negligible, right? But what's really cool is that it gives you insight into the words and phrases. Now, let's look for the past 30 days, just to take a look at the past 30 days. Okay, so now we have some better information. Still, marketing agency takes the lead, and then we could think about categories if we wanted to. So we're thinking only businesses and industries. Let's see what they're searching for. Oh, marketing agency takes the lead. And now we want to think about where are they searching for? YouTube search. Okay, so it's marketing agency. So why am I showing you guys this? Because as you're thinking about your strategy for content and what you should create, what words you should use on your Google business profile, how you advertise on social media, you want to use the words that your customers are searching for, that your customer is using. Because what happens is if we use the right word, and we incorporate it into our social, then Google's going to make that match with that word because it's going to say, look, people are searching for this word. This website has that word incorporated into it. Let's send traffic to that website. So, really useful stuff here as you're thinking about your Google business profile. You want to think about those words and phrases that people are using. Um, you want to respond and promote reviews. If you are a product-based company, you want to use Pointy as you're thinking about updating your business profile, think about the experience on mobile devices. Always make sure the checkout process online, for those of us who have online presence, is as easy as possible. We have an expression, clicks are currency. And what that means is the less clicks, the more likely you are to buy that product because it's easier to check out. And then last but not least, if you guys haven't used Google Merchant Center, definitely include that into one of your what we call channels, the way you communicate value and the way you promote your product. Okay. Now I want you guys to drop in the chat, write one thing you would do to reach customers online and share your answers in the chat box. Okay, we're checking the website. how it looks on mobile, adding service areas to our profile. I love that. Solicit reviews. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. That's exactly what we should be doing, Leah. Anyone else? Enhance the description, adding hours. Yes, Google Trends. Definitely want to use that. All right, great. I'm glad you guys had some tangible action items. Keep learning with us. We have a bunch of content online. We definitely want you to leverage the customer. Yes, Google Trends, use customer success, add products on the business profile, add products on Google Merchant Center. I love to see it. Uh, Realize we have a bunch of free career certifications. Actually doing it. Yes, right. Scope out some time for yourself. We definitely want to incorporate these certifications. We definitely want to make sure that we are leveraging the heck out of this. And if you want to get upskilled, free certifications in real time. With that, we have some great online training as well. Feel free to go to google.com/grow. And don't forget, we definitely want you to give us some feedback. So please scan that QR code. Let us know how this presentation went, if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. Really important now, especially as we're gearing up for next year. We definitely want to hear your feedback. If you guys liked it, 5 stars. If you guys didn't like it, my name is Pancho Pantera. I am not Robert. I am Jason. My name's Soprani, actually. But if you guys did love it, my name is Robert. Thank you guys so much for being here, guys. I appreciate your time.
Wow. Thank you so much. It's hard to say that this is our last session for 2025. But again, everyone who's been here since the session one, feel free to reach out to us. We are available and we truly want to make sure that you have a successful launch or successful selling or a very busy seasons of, making sales. So thank you so much, Robert. I don't see any other question. I think people maybe are eager to just like get back and to start making sale, making their
Yes.
product. So there's a lot of good tool. I think, well, I can share the information as well. I hope everyone have a chance to capture the QR code. We need feedback and we are planning the new session for 2026. So anything you'd like to learn or anything else, we have so many of them on our plate. So we want to make sure we cater or tailor toward, our community that who needed this, all this business supported. Let's see. I think I see one question. I think you already answered them, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and definitely want some feedback, guys. All feedback is good feedback. We definitely want to be accountable to you guys. So please let us know how we're doing. Always good.
You're doing great. I give you 10 star or more. If there's more star, the amazing. I'm still learning everything new. Google Trend, I try myself. Always this new thing that pop up that, oh, there's a new feature. Oh, there's a new tool available. So
I
okay,
completely
no
understand.
worry. Yes, we will send the recorded and I share the link to our recorded sessions. There are different type of marketing online, social media, including business planning. If you're in the process of planning a business or growing a business, scale up your business, we are here to assist and provide guidance and resources to you as well. So don't be shy, reach out to us. Robert has a great team focusing on helping you like just launch successfully as well. So I don't see any. Okay, there's one last question coming in the
Yeah,
chat.
Luz. I love that question, Luz. So let me just be very upfront. Google Business Profile will actually scan your menu if you haven't done so, and will create a menu in real time because Gemini is using that. So that's a great call out, Luz. I appreciate your call out on that. And Pomeli is a new tool that's out there. I'm gonna drop it on the chat. I highly recommend you guys play with it, especially if you have a website. Pomeli Google Labs. It is the latest and greatest, as I like to say, and it creates free content for you on socials. And it scrapes your website, creates social media content in real time. So definitely want to leverage that tool, and it's best of all, it's free. Um,
I have to
yeah,
check this out. What is this?
yeah.
Wow.
We also have a free guide for Pomeli. Look at Leovi. I appreciate that, Leovi. Good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you literally take a picture and it scans your menu in real time using Gemini. So
That's crazy. Good.
really fun. Yeah, really fun
That's
stuff.
crazy fun AI related. Yeah, we'll definitely want to go with the trend here with the AI related as well. Hopefully 2026. I don't know what's gonna
Yes,
happen with this
we're
AI
gonna make
boom.
magic happen. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Until then, thanks so much, everyone, for being here with us throughout our session series since September. We hope you enjoy it, and we really hope that you have a successful and busy selling seasons. Until then, thank you so much, speaker Robert. 10 star for you for all your help, your dedication. Truly, greatly appreciated. Until then, I just want to wish everyone a happy holiday, happy Thanksgiving. I know it's not here yet, but soon. Until we meet again, stay tuned. Reach out to us if you have any question you want to discuss business planning, startup, access to capital, procurement, marketing, anything. We are at your service. So thank you so much, Robert. Thank you,
Thank you,
Leovi. Thank you,
Soprani. Thank you,
everyone.
Pace. Thank you
Thank
guys for
you.
joining us. See you soon.
See you soon.